Here we are, number 78 in the 101 things side hustles you can start in 2020. Number 78 is voiceovers. If you have a clear, succinct voice, you know how to get your message across, voiceover might be for you. It does take a bit of practice, but if you wanted to, if that's something you would be confident in, just do a bit of a search. It'll tell you everything that you need, how much you can get paid for it. So from 100 to 3,000, I think if you were going to earn the big money on that one, you would need a bit of experience behind you, and you would need to prove what you can do and the success you've had. But you do have to start somewhere. So by all means, get started if it's something that you think you can do. I believe there's plenty of work out there if you just wanted to get started. You don't need too much as far as equipment-wise goes. A decent microphone and a decent computer is how you can get started at home. When you do get into it more, you'd probably go into a professional booth to do that sort of thing. But to start out with, I don't think you'd need too much information at all, too much equipment at all. Plenty of jobs available. I'll show you in a second. Do you need any formal training? Absolutely not. Okay. So to get started, I would jump onto somewhere like Upwork and just search for voiceover jobs. Plenty of jobs available. Contracts for an extended period of time, so it's not just a one-off. They might need you for extended times. Somewhere like Fiverr is a really good place to start. You can start by yourself and at home. You can set up your own. So these people here have just set up their own little Fiverr accounts, and they're offering to do things in exchange, more or less for a small amount of money, but for reviews. And if you can get lots of reviews, that's a good experience for you, of course. So that's probably where I would start. Set up your own. No matter what, if you have a bit of an accent, people look for that sort of thing sometimes, or male, female, doesn't really matter. Deep voice, high voice. People just look for something a little bit different. So use it to your own advantage. Do your own thing. Put your own spin on it. Make it unique to you. And I think if you're good and clear and do a good job, always over deliver in what you give. I think you could have some success with it. When you do have some experience behind you, these ones you may have to do very, very cheap just to get the experience. But when you do have some experience, I would join up with some kind of an agency. These are the guys where the big money will come to these guys and say, this is my budget, you find me someone. Again, if you're over delivering constantly in what you produce, you're going to get picked up. And if you do a good job, sky's the limit, really. So that's the way I would do it. I'd start off with a Fiverr, start off with your own account, put your own spin on it, then look for some Upwork. And then if you have some success in those two, definitely jump in with an agency. Something you can do fully from home by yourself. Very cheap to get started. And I think you could build a name for yourself if you're good at it. So that's just another one on the list. So if that's something that you think that you can do, by all means, give it a go. As long as you're getting some kind of a side hustle started in 2020, this is the year for it. So we need to get something started on the side, get out of our 9-to-5 grind, and hopefully make something of it. So be sure to like all these videos and jump on this whole list. There's a link down below. This will give you this whole list if you want to scour through that and get some ideas on what you can do. So give us a thumbs up and get your side hustle started. If you are looking at starting your side hustle in 2020, this is definitely the book I recommend to get started. It's by legendary marketer Russell Brunson. You can get a copy of it sent to you. You just need to pay the shipping costs and we'll send it out. I'll leave a link down below. Be sure to go through and get a copy of that to get started. It's well worth it.